You made 2 little videos yourself? Good. Hi everyone. Welcome to a little tutorial about cutting your own kid's hair, which of course is not something that I would endorse because leave it to the professionals, and also this is a time of sheer desperation, and we can't wait to go back to the normal times of having a great relationship with all of the people who cut our hair and make us look so great, as opposed to right now. But my kid had a tremendously long haircut just a few days ago with tons of Roy Orbison going around in front of his ears and way too much bulk on the sides. And so I had an Instagram Live moment with a great hairstylist, a dear friend of mine, Victoria, with whom I did an IG Live tutorial. And she walked me through the steps, and I did a pretty bang-up job. But I forgot to hit save on the Instagram video so that I could just post that and be lazy. So I have bribed my kid into faking our way through a second tutorial, but actually he needs a little cleanup anyway. So we're doing it. I just want to, I don't know, give everybody some confidence that they could do this on their own in times of dire need, which we're living in times of dire need right now. So the main things you need are, I have set us up in the bathroom. There is a sheet on the floor. I put a chair down for my kiddo to sit on. And then we also are gonna have a little bib around him so that not too much of the hair goes around his neck, because you know how awful that is. In this case, I'm just using a dish towel, which is classy, I know, classy. And then you want a pair of scissors. Now, this is not a cutting or using clippers kind of haircut. This ain't great clips. This is a great clip. So I just got some scissors at CVS. Of course, I walked in with my mask on to get as good a scissors I could, but my friend Victoria said, you don't have to have the $300 version. I'm like, clippers or scissors for really good haircuts cost $300? That's crazy. And then also something you kind of need is a some kind of clip to hold the hair back, and that can make everything a little easier. Let me try to re-angle this here so you can see the hair a little better. That's not going to be happening. Okay, so just sit up, will you, kiddo? Thank you. And then finally, a comb with water to wet the hair down, because that will help decrease the flyaways and just help you generally be able to manipulate the hair a little more. I'm going to hit pause 2 seconds because I forgot to get a comb. So I got a brush because I literally don't have any combs in my household, which is kind of bizarre, I know. So we're going to work on the sides first of all. I know you can barely see his head. Can you not slouch, kiddo? Thanks. I'm going to take your glasses off. Sorry about that. And one of the main things is get the hair wet that you on the side that you're going to start on, and then get this bulk on top out of the way with a little clip if you can, to just be able to work a little better. And again, wet the side. Thank you. And now, can you turn to the side, please? So, one of the main tips is you always want to put your knuckles up against the head, and you're going to clip up or clip down on the other side. I'm starting on his right side. I don't even know if that translates in the video. But you're going to come down and grab the hair with your knuckles down and kind of think of angling your hand. I'm going to exaggerate, but angle your hand like this so that it's higher up on top and lower, closer to the scalp on the bottom. And that is how you're going to get a nice layered look as you come up his scalp. Now, one of the reasons that it takes so long to get a haircut is because you need to do this about 10,000 times, I've noticed. And you go over and over and over and get all of the layers of hair. He just winced. I did not cut your ear, did I? Did I cut your ear? No. So stay, for the first section of time, you're going to stay just around the ear section and go over and over and over until, sit up please, until you've gotten the right length that you want to see. And cutting off big chunks of hair is a good thing. Look at that. And when you go over and over and over, you will be able to take out those like bad shelves, this random bits of big hair that come out, and eventually going over and over and over again, you'll get a consistent, layered, textured look. Around the ears is very particular. With the ears, you want to comb the hair forward like this, and then slowly cut along the face. I know this is a little scary. And cut up. You never want to cut like straight across the sideburn. You want to cut up along the hairline, the natural hairline. Like your hair would come in front of the hairline, and then you want to cut these hairs that come in front of the hairline along the hairline, and that keeps it nice and straight actually, and looking good. Can you sit up again, please? And then you can cut over the ear. But not like, yeah, up and over the ear to keep the hair up and over the ear. And then same thing on the back. Thanks, you get an extra star today. In the back, same thing. You want to cut the hair, or excuse me, push the hair a little forward and then cut up and around. And that kind of makes a nice line. Ooh, and even those. Up and around the hairline. See? Same thing. Now, I've just done this in 3 minutes and 52 seconds. When I first did this, it took 15 or 20 minutes per side, because obviously I had no idea what I was doing, and I took a lot more off the last time. Here I'm just, doing a tutorial. Then on the back, and I have no business doing it. On the back, same thing. Reach down, pull the hair up through your knuckles. Put your knuckles up against the hair line like this. And again, now I have my hand on the opposite side, you can see, but I'm still kind of keeping the tops of my fingers further away and putting my knuckles up against the scalp so that the hair naturally is shorter at the bottom and a little longer on top. I again do this for, 35 times to get it nice and well textured. And then when it comes down to coming down here to the bottom again, that's where a little trick line. You don't want to cut straight across the hair by any stretch. You want to cut up into the bottom of the hairline so that you're not making a straight line across. You're kind of giving it like a textured look in the right way. So you would be going like this, dink, in just little snips. And that will help it look not quite so do-it-yourself. You mind spinning around, bud? Isn't he great? Can we have applause for this little kid? So then on top, I didn't actually do the top very much, so this might be where the extent of my knowledge, but you might want to find the natural way that the hair goes from the part around. And we were choosing to leave it kind of long on top because frankly, I know my limits, but nevertheless, you want to wet the hair again, right? And it'll be the same kind of thing. You want to pull the hair across in the same way that you were doing before and cutting layers off with your scissors in the same way that you were doing it before. And do it 100 times, little snips at a time, and eventually you will find the right balance for what you're aiming for. It's kind of like death by 1,000 cuts, or the right haircut by 1,000 cuts, if that makes any sense. And you'll find that, now he's got these awesome curls, you can see why I would want to leave them, but you'll find that eventually you'll get there. It's kind of just slow and steady, and you can do it. I know this is a complete novice attempt, but desperate times, huh? Thank you for your help. Thanks, everybody. This has been a production of EC Knox. Bye.